Hey, set your mind right now. Nothing before this matters. We came here with everything still on the line. Everything you wanted in the offseason is still out in front of you. What would you give for that moment right now? Let's go, man.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing.
Yo, what is good with y'all, Raider Nation? It's your boy Raider Alex. I am back with yet another video for you guys. In this video, guys, I'm gonna be talking about some of the latest news, my thoughts and opinions on it real quickly. Before I jump into the video though, if anybody is new to the channel, you guys know what to do. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys love Raiders related content like this. With that being said, let's jump into the topic of this video. So yeah, the first bit of news I'm going to touch on is whether or not it would be a good idea for the Raiders to bring back former wide receiver Amari Cooper to this team. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions on that for sure. Also, Devonta Adams recently bought a home in Las Vegas. Should we look into that? Is that a sign that he might be seriously considering the Raiders, or are we just looking too deep into that? So yeah, let's jump into the topic of the video. So, whether or not the Raiders, should we bring back Amari Cooper? We all know he was drafted by this team in 2015. We ended up trading him once John Gruden got here for a first-round pick to Dallas. According to reports, it seems like the Dallas Cowboys are going to be ready to move on from this guy. They're going to release him, so he should hit the open market. Would it be a good idea for the Raiders to reunite Derek Carr and Amari Cooper? Look, in my opinion, hell no. I don't see why we should go out and get Amari Cooper. I don't. I understand he's a good wide receiver, but at this point, he just is who he is. He's very inconsistent for my liking. He's he's the type of guy that one game he'll give you 150 yards, 2 touchdowns. He looks like a superstar wide receiver, number 1 wide receiver, and then the next game or two he'll have 20 yards. He'll have some crucial drops. I don't like that. It's too inconsistent for my liking, like I said. Also, I mean, why do we want to bring a guy that didn't want to be with us? I understand this is a new regime. Honestly, this is a whole better situation for us in Las Vegas. But man, if you didn't want to be with us back then, why should I bring you back now when things are starting to look a little bit, better? And then at this point, man, he just is who he is as a player. To me, he doesn't have, that fire in him, that dog in him especially to be like a number 1 wide receiver. Like, honestly, if he's your number 2 wide receiver, then that should work out really well, which the Dallas Cowboys had. And honestly too, you got to think about it. A guy like that talent, why is it 2 teams already are moving on from him? Obviously there's something that is left to be desired from both teams, the Raiders and the Cowboys, for them to decide that they wanted to just move on from this guy. And to be quite honest with you, when Amari Cooper was here, I mean, him and Carr never really built that, that special, rapport, that special connection between a quarterback and a wide receiver that we all kind of expected, that we all expected when we, gave them the AC/DC nickname. We thought it was going to be a quarterback wide receiver duo for years to come. I don't know. It never really came to fruition. If we remember, we signed Michael Crabtree to this team, and everybody, including myself, thought, Amari Cooper was going to be the number 1 wide receiver and Michael Crabtree was going to be the number 2. But that just didn't happen. To me, Michael Crabtree was the number 1 for our team in all reality. I mean, Derek Carr, he always, especially on those crucial downs, in crucial situations, he always threw it to King Crab, man. So, I don't know, if it would have been... If Derek Carr and Amari Cooper really had that connection, then I would definitely look into bringing this guy back. But at that point, he is who he is. He's inconsistent. I don't love his attitude as a player. He seems like he pouts too much. Derek Carr and Amari Cooper, they never really built a special connection, so I don't really see the reason to bring this guy back. Also, I understand that, wide receiver is definitely a huge need for this team. And a lot of people will say, Amari Cooper is like a top 10 wide receiver. So why would you not want to have him? My thing is, yes, we need wide receiver, but this is the perfect offseason to have a need for wide receiver. There's just so many options you can go with. Why are we going to go back to something that we already know how it went? Why are you going to expect something different? Like I said, man, in so many options this offseason. We can go, I'd rather go Allen Robinson. I'd rather go Chris Godwin, honestly. And the thing is, Amari Cooper, I think he's still going to demand anywhere between 12 to 15 million. So it's not like we're getting him like super cheap. It's still a good price tag for a wide receiver. Now, second part of the news I'm going to talk about today is Devonta Adams. It is reported that he bought a home in Las Vegas for like $12 million, and people are thinking, is this a sign that he's getting ready for his move to Las Vegas, that he wants to come here? I've been the guy that I try to put, I definitely want Devonta Adams to come here, so like I'm always kind of like looking into that situation, but I don't really think that's something you should really look into. When you're a millionaire like Devonta Adams is, you're gonna have houses, property all around the country, and Las Vegas is a great place to live in too. Especially from an economical standpoint. So I wouldn't really draw too much attention to that. I think it's just it's just business at the end of the day. But it'll definitely be interesting to see what happens with the whole Devonta Adams situation. I don't know. I still have a weird gut feeling that Devonta Adams might actually sign with this team. Because I really do think Derek Carr is willing to take a very good discount to bring this guy in, to bring in his guy. So like I said, I just can't wait for free agency to start to see what happens with that whole situation. But in all reality, if it doesn't happen, look, I'm cool with it. We don't absolutely need this guy, but it would be very nice to have him. But yeah, Raider Nation, that is my take on the Amari Cooper situation and the Devonta Adams situation. I want to hear you guys' feedback though. Let me know in the comments down below. Would you guys like to re-sign, bring back, I should say, Amari Cooper to this team? If so, for how much? And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, that is all I have for you guys in this video though. For anybody that is new to the channel and you guys love Raiders related content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like and comment below down as well. With that being said, I am out.